Okay, welcome to the Isafarian Guard. There are a couple of things I want to clarify that are important. In book 1 you start at 30, and it's useful to make your own 2 times A4 map, or 2 by 2 4 map. The guards at book 1 start at node 30, and then they progress through the story, and eventually on page 17 you see here exploration phase now uses enemy index chapter 2, and this means that all the level 1 encounters are no longer available. Effectively, just like in Oblivion, the video game, the world has evolved in enemy level. So I was wondering, when do you get the chance to play against level 1 enemies? So after some, probably I'm just the only one that has this issue, but for an adventure game I want to adventure, right? So it turns out, after a night's sleep, that the story mode that you how do you say, it makes sense to start the game with just by starting the campaign 1 and a quick reference sheet. And if you do that, then here is the setup for Grigory, and it ends this page with place the following chip, place Grigory on node 28, proceed to page 4 to begin chapter 1, and here move Grigory's chip to node 32. And above it, move Grigory's chip to node 31 and follow instructions for the exploration phase again. This is clear. It's an implicit way to say you should adventure and level up, gain experience, gain items, and go anywhere except node 31. Or you can also go to node 31. It's not really clear where to explore this part, because the story, yeah, here it is. So the story triggers when the figure, so the guard, enters the node with the narrative chip. So if and Grigory starts at node 30, and you can just simply not do battle and continue on. But whenever you wherever you explore, if it's not the node 32, the narrative chip, the story halts, and everything that you can do is like all the monsters stay 1 star, and you can get some field events. The game doesn't have a caravan quest yet, nor a side quest, so it's just adventuring and field events. but this is very important. What's also important is the point of no return. So page 9 shows this is the last chance to level up alone for 1-star enemies, as long as you avoid Silni, because the narrative chip is on Silni. So what, that means the town Silni on the big map, not the mini map. And if you hit it again, then the story continues. And these narrative chips, in case you started adventuring for several weeks and have forgotten it, this is a ring binder for a reason. This means that as long as you are adventuring, you're not touching this book. And whenever you are looking for continuing the story, because you feel ready, you take up this book and just look at the top page, because it's a ring binder. And these narrative chip triggers are only one per page. This is how they were designed, thankfully. So this is the page 9 is the last chance to level up alone. And let me show you the rest. Page 9:15. That's the first time with Grigory and Alek. Here you can adventure everywhere except node 48. So that is whenever you hit node 48 again, you can continue the story. And page 17 is the last chance to level up together versus 1-star enemies. It also says here, now that you've completed a few battles, you may have enough Lux Essence to unlock something on one of the guard's skill trees. And this is also, it says the tutorial is complete. It makes sense to also add the other last chance point of no return parts. So let me check for you where it is. In chapter 2 you can expect such a thing as well. And that is on page 36. Page 36. Here, just below begin exploration phase, you add with a scrap of paper last chance to level up, because after this the next chapter starts. So page 36, as well as the as well as page 64. So to not spoil the game for yourself, you check for the entries begin exploration phase, and these books are not in digital form, so you have to just go to page 64 and then in the bottom add last chance to gain XP versus 3-star enemies. And the 4-star enemies are the end of the chapter, so you only need these entries in book 1. The same goes for book 2, but we'll get there when we get there. And that was an important thing, because it allows you then to get to know the enemies in their 1-star form, and gain enough Lux to unlock these skill trees. And also for the notation of the skill trees, it's a little bit of legends. I added as legend this. because I couldn't really understand how it was designed. But one circle is an extra chip in bag. Two circles is guard ability card. Gem icon is stonebound ability card and a gem. Green means chapter 1, blue means chapter 2, purple means chapter 3, and gold means chapter 4. As you can see here, these are blue, these are green, and these are blue, and they correspond with the the chapter 2 things of book 1 in this case. So, for an overview, really quickly, you can see that these are green, level 1, these are blue, level 2, these are purple, and these are also level 2, so it stops here. Then level 3 and level 4. These circles, the dots mean the connection points. The circles mean that you gain it. So you gain a black sword here, and the potion things have a text on them, and whenever there is a banner or a text, that corresponds to a card. And in this case it's the card for Alek, and it also shows a potion icon on that card. So if you look at the combine card, you see the potion icon repeated, as well as for Azure Solution and others. As you can also see that the cards, aside from cross slash with the garnet gem, can also gain a yellow gem, an orange gem, and a green gem. So that explains why there are gem cooldowns on all the 6 spaces for the board. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a 6th somewhere, then you have all these stonebound abilities. So you need the cooldowns for that. So that's all for now. Bye.